What is this?
This, Chris, is just a classic old-fashioned.
I like an old-fashioned.
But the Nest version with their own blended Dickel rye.
It smells good too.
It does. As we transition here into fall, it's a great fallish drink.
Here's Curtis High School.
Go Vikes, go Vikes.
I don't know how this happened in Seattle. We have the president of the Seahawks, Chuck Arnold, Jen Cohen, head of the Eastern Washington Eagles, head football coach, Isaiah Thomas, a lot of people know, you and me,
Us.
all graduated from a high school in University Place, the place without a university.
Yeah. Great athletes, great people, great citizens.
And you're the head of the DSA.
It's all about creating a healthy, vibrant downtown. We're a nonprofit that came together in the late 1950s when downtown faced a lot of challenges and lots of people were going elsewhere. And business leaders and leaders of nonprofit organizations and property owners downtown said, you know, a healthy city has a healthy downtown.
What do you think the DSA is about now? Because I think the DSA in the last couple of years in particular, through the pandemic, through the homelessness emergency, has taken kind of a different role, a different approach publicly.
Well, this pandemic has been devastating in many ways to our downtown and downtowns across the country and across the world. So there's a lot at stake in our renewal and recovery of, you know, these 3 square miles of our city that matter to the other 82 square miles of Seattle.
But you've been publicly unhappy with certain things, whether it be the jumpstart tax, you opposed the head tax. Before that, you've made the DSA has made their opinion known about Compassion Seattle, which is now not going to be on the ballot. So the DSA as a whole has been more politically active.
I'm more worried, frankly, about the situation around chronic homelessness, around untreated mental illness, around substance use, and community safety as being a more significant threat to our renewal than I am the Delta variant or the next variant. I think that's our principal challenge ahead of us. And in many ways, we've heard from our leaders of what they don't want to do, what they want to eliminate, what they want to defund. We've heard less about what they want to do and what they're going to do to deal with those issues. I think that's the central question in our city right now. How do we make better progress?
So let me get that straight. You think homelessness is a greater challenge to downtown than COVID right now?
We are at 80+% vaccinated in the city of Seattle, higher rate than just about any other large city. We've followed the science and the public health guidance, and cities have never worked well if people don't feel that they're a safe place and a healthy place for them to be. And the situation that we face around mental illness, security issues, safety issues, and chronic homelessness is, I think, a real threat to our continued renewal and recovery, but also to the people that are suffering out on our streets, the vulnerable folks that are getting caught in the middle of all of this.
You do tie homelessness, the homelessness crisis, to economic recovery.
Absolutely. People have choices. Whether you're planning a convention, whether you're looking to open a new business, whether you're looking to visit a great city, where you want to invest, where you want to, live.
Do you think downtown is safe right now?
We've got to do better as a community. We have to apply the same approach that we took to battle this pandemic to this parallel public health crisis that we have playing out on our streets when it comes to chronic homelessness and mental illness.
Will the DSA get involved in the election?
We've evaluated all the candidates and we asked them one question: what's your plan for downtown recovery? One candidate for mayor chose to answer that question in Bruce Harrell. One candidate said they weren't going to answer it and they didn't have a plan, Council President Lorena Gonzalez. I think that's unfortunate and it really demonstrates sort of a lack of understanding of the importance of this place to the rest of our city and the importance of the thousands of small businesses that are here, to the artists, to the nonprofits, to the senior housing centers, to the residents and big and medium-sized employers. This is everybody's neighborhood, and I think we all have a stake in it getting successful and healthy again.
So you think that better days are ahead than what we saw in downtown in the 80s, the Bon Marché building, that whole area, Westlake, it went through a downfall.
You look at the assets we have, the number of companies, the diversification of our economy from tech and life sciences and biotech. The future is bright here, but we can take nothing for granted, and I think really have to be laser focused.
As we can see the horizon, there are some clouds, but hopefully there'll be more days of sun.
Indeed.
Cheers.
To downtown Seattle and a bright
High School.
future. And Curtis High School.